Today in court on Swift Justice with Nancy Grace. Forgery and abuse, but who's guilty of both?
He admitted, I did kick the door in.
Why are you making that face?
I used a crowbar.
Okay.
I'm sorry
All right.
for the semantics.
Woody.
Today on Swift Justice with Nancy Grace. For 10 years, she was America's toughest and most successful prosecutor. Now, she has her own court, and she's the judge. The cases are real. The decisions are binding. And justice will be swift.
Sir, I don't care who says what. I'm going to find the truth.
Court starts now on Swift Justice with Nancy Grace.
When the woman he was living with needed money for a lawyer, Sergio Meadows says he used the title to his Lincoln Navigator as collateral for a $3,000 loan. He's suing for $5,000 to cover the loan, interest, and personal items he says Sarah kept. For the defense, Sarah Nelson says the $3,000 was not a loan, it was a gift. She claims any proof of that loan is a forgery. Now she's countersuing for the items she claims he stole. Here we go. Do the two parties agree to be bound by my ruling today, sir?
Yes.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Let's go to Thomas Grogan, forensic document examiner. Did you perform an analysis in this case?
I performed a forensic analysis on the question signature on the loan agreement, and I compared it to known samples of Sarah Nelson's signature. And this is the question document. Do you know how many significant differences I need to see in a question signature to be able to determine that it was written by someone else?
How many?
One.
Coming up,
What were the questions you asked her, Woody?
the results of our polygraph test are revealed. Plus, Nancy decides another case.
That's my baby, and that's where technically something bit him on his forehead. And also a mouse came through there too. This was before.
Let's hear your side. Tracy Stansfield.
My heart goes out to her because she's lying.
Closed captioning provided by Meadows versus Nelson. Is this man's $5,000 claim legit, or is the promissory note a forgery? Our forensic document examiner has the results now.
Let's see the known signature.
The S's are very much the same. That matches the known samples. The E and the L are almost at the same height. That matches the known samples. But Nancy, this is a forgery case. The whole purpose of a forgery is you want the question signature to match as closely to the known sample as possible. I can't get past this H. When I did a forensic analysis of this H, this is retraced, and that's basically someone, in a sense, trying to decide where they're going to go next.
What do you see here?
It's close, but no cigar.
Thank you, Mr. Grogan.
Thank you, Nancy.
I feel like we should clap. Let's go to Woody Tripp, polygraph examiner. Hi, Woody.
Hi, Nancy.
Did you perform a polygraph exam in this case?
I actually performed two. One on Sarah Nelson, one on Sergio Meadows.
First, let's go to Sarah Nelson.
Nancy, her test revolved around Sergio's accusation or claim that she stole his belongings. So the questions were very specific and to the point. Did you help anyone steal Sergio's belongings after the breakup? Did you steal Sergio's belongings after the breakup? And Nancy, I have to tell you in this case, and I was elated at the conclusion of this, is that Sarah passed.
What was the other polygraph you performed, Woody?
The second was in reference to Sergio. And Nancy, that centered around, did he break into that apartment? He then admitted to me, well, I did kick the door in, but it was my apartment too, and I lived there.
Why are you making that face?
Because I didn't kick the door in, I used a crowbar. I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry
All right,
for the semantics.
Woody, that's his defense.
I broke in the door so I could get my things and get out.
You don't get it, do you? It's not your apartment.
I was living there.
Don't
The police
care.
officer told me I could go in there.
No. It was her place. She was letting you live there. Don't you get it?
Can I?
That's how it works. You break up, you stomp out, you don't get to come back. That is your problem. Right there.
No, the problem is...
You don't...
And
No,
in your court. And that's it.
Fine. Don't need you, Woody. But just for my information, did he flunk the poly?
Nancy, I'll follow Mr. Grogan's lead, which he was so kind in doing. In his case, he only needed one question. Sergio, he was kind enough to fail 2 of the relevant questions.
I figured if we kept him in here long enough, he would show his true colors. You're